you need to go to church and it's part of your duty as a Catholic, which makes total sense. But I think Anglicans see that as a bit like, oh, you shouldn't be forced to go to church. But actually, if you believe in God, you should be.
Yeah.
Like that's what you believe in.
All right,
Are we on?
we're on.
We're running. It's been a while.
It's a sad day. This is the last episode. We're calling it the end.
Oh yeah, are we?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's a nice. I think we got 5 episodes, so ending it at 6 will be good for that
Oh,
for the
yeah.
website.
For the series.
Yeah,
It's like
for
a
sure.
series.
We'll start the series
This trilogy.
again when you get back from the UK.
Mm.
We might decide to stay there.
Who knows? No, I can't walk away from Albury.
What establishment are we at?
At the commercial club, Albury Commercial Club. At about 11:30 in the morning.
Before
Sorry.
your recital.
Before my recital, yeah. So there's already people on the pokies having or poker machines if you're
We did
not
a full.
Australian.
It's like the first time we came to Albury, we were at Commercial Club.
Yeah,
And the last time we'll be in Albury for a while.
yeah. It's an iconic venue. I first came here when I was 17. James snuck me in the back and
You're like,
had a few beers.
can you go get a drink? You're like, oh, I'm only 17.
Doesn't matter in Albury, country Australia. There's no age limit.
And what did we have for dinner last night?
Oh. Well, we had a pub feed. I had the biggest palmy I've ever seen.
The
Parmigiana.
Aussie palmy
Australian palmy. It had onion, bacon, barbecue sauce,
egg.
egg. Yeah, like a big fried egg on top. It's a bit silly. I think palmies, I don't know. But palmies are great as they are, You've got your schnitzel, a bit of tomato sauce.
You were looking forward to tomato, but you had barbecue sauce.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, really. I just saw it was like, oh, give it a go. But no.
This is our pre-recital feed.
Yeah, a bit of
energy before.
carb loading. Carb loading for that. Playing on that action is a bit of an exercise.
Yeah.
It's
And
pre-workout.
you've been asked to play the V-door.
Oh yeah.
Even though there's
Some old lady wants me to play the Beatle.
when everyone asked for that, they obviously mean the toccata from the Fifth Symphony.
Mm.
They should play. Oh, you want that? I'll play you the First Symphony, the Sixth Symphony then.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the one I wanted.
No, I can play the Bowman toccata instead. No, she wants it. I mean, look, when you do these kinds of concerts, there's no reputational damage that comes with playing the Beatle toccata. I'm happy to do it if it's going to make someone's day. I feel like organists aren't very good at making people's day when it comes to, a lot of organists would be asked to play the Beatle toccata and then just say no because, they play it all the time. Whatever.
They're gonna get
I feel like it's nice to do.
audio of me eating and drinking.
Oh, yeah. They're going to get our ASMR chewing noises.
ASMR organ eating channel. So, life update. You're moving away. You finished your degree. Last time we had a discussion, very brief, it was at your final recital.
Oh, yeah, it was.
And I took a photo. I took a little bit of videos outside the Opera House, not knowing that we would actually go in there and play the organ a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, no, finished my degree. And I'm about to start a new degree in London at the Royal Academy of Music.
Amar.
Master of Arts. Amarts. So that's really exciting. And I'll be playing
At the Royal Academy.
At the Royal Academy of Music, yeah.
And
then also playing, been appointed as organ scholar at Royal Hospital Chelsea, the chapel.
tell everyone about how the organist at who's it, Ben Blue,
Oh, Ben Bloor, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Ben
Ben
Bloor.
Bloor, recognise.
Ben Bloor's got a podcast. Anyway,
Does he have a
he's
podcast?
got a podcast now. He's had
Is
really
it
good,
is it
really cool
Chip Chat?
people on. Yeah,
Is it
Chip
that?
Chat.
Oh yeah, yeah. I played for Ben Bloor at the Oratory, and it was funny because he said, "Oh, it's really cool seeing you in person," and I said, "Oh, you what? You know, I'm a nobody." Anyway, I said, "Oh yeah, yeah, you're on James Flores' channel.
They must
Everyone knows James
look
Flores."
up people online first, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, he'd probably just seen some of your videos with me, and
You had to play the other organ.
oh, the Flintrop.
Yeah, the Flintrop, yeah.
It's like the hardest organ to play in the world because the pedals are it was a flat pedal board, but it's just like I don't know, it's so wide and you have to do the splits.
What's it
to
like
hit the
hitting
bottom
bottom C? Do you feel like you have to hit it on an angle?
note. Yeah, no, you just need to be like a yoga enthusiast because it's so far away and you need to bend your leg, 90 degrees. Yeah, it's even more nerve-wracking when you're playing for people like Ben Bloor. It's like, oh yeah, no, no pressure. That was a difficult organ to play.
Look at my quiche.
That's nice, actually. I like. You gonna eat that?
Yeah.
You gonna eat crust?
Oh, so we ordered 2 iced coffees. One iced
Oh, yeah.
coffee
There
with
was a-
just cream.
We
other
broke
iced-
the system. We broke the.
The other iced coffee just had ice cream. Like, how difficult is that? And they were just confused as why one would have cream with no ice cream, and mine would have ice cream but no cream.
Well, it's because the iced coffee comes with whipped cream and ice cream,
Yeah.
and I didn't want any ice cream, and James didn't want any whipped cream, but that was very confusing.
Then you had to get ice cubes in yours.
Yeah. And then they were looking at us asking questions. And I'm like, how hard can it be? Oh, I've never worked in hospitality, so maybe I'm being mean. But
So what are you playing today?
I'm playing 2 pieces. Playing the Heilige Geist Herrgott from the the BWV 651, which is the winds of Pentecost in the
Pentecost.
pedals and stuff. So that's a great piece. Really difficult, actually.
It's a banger.
It is a banger. Lots of like voices moving and kind of across each other, and it's a difficult one to play, and you have to take lots of things with the other hand. So it's quite a journey learning it because you have to figure out. Anyway, and the other one
Where's
is
the theme? Is it in the pedals?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Cadus Firmus in the pedals, and then there's obviously hints of that in the manuals, and the manuals have there's kind of this arpeggiated subject as well in the manuals, which pops up everywhere. Anyway, and then the other piece is the Duruflé Beni Creator, all 3 movements.
I don't recognise... I only recognise variation because that's like most popular one.
Yeah.
So the first 2 movements are not familiar to me.
Well, not many people play the first 2 movements. I mean, they're very hard and quite long. But I think it's such a great work. All Duruflé is all just so perfectly written, and that's what Duruflé was. He was a perfectionist and he was quite a meticulous composer. He didn't publish many compositions because of it, but it's just such a beautiful piece. I was talking to a French organist about Duruflé, and he was saying, oh yeah, you play the Duruflé. I said, oh yeah. It's like, you better not be playing any wrong notes. I was like, oh,
How can you hear them when
you
it's so
can't play any
fast?
wrong notes. It's Duruflé. You can't play. So, well, it's not. The most difficult thing about it is of course the notes are difficult, but also like just the manual
Changes.
kind of management. Yeah,
What if-
especially if you're on an organ which is not in the French. manual
You've had
configuration.
to adjust to
Yeah.
going from 4 manuals to 2 at St Mary's.
And at St Mary's you can do the manual transfer,
So you play great in the bottom and just go dum dum dum.
which is way easier because that's how Duruflé writes for it. Because there's like bits where you have to thumb down onto
So
other
how would you
people.
thumb down on organs that have got the English style?
Often I just
setup?
re-register it so the choir is louder than the great. If he wants a solo on the great,
Okay.
just re-register it so then, or you can play the positive part on the swell
Hmm.
and thumb down from there.
That's why
'Cause-
his score's got so many like
Yeah.
markings on it.
Yeah, because there's a bit at the end of the prelude which is like, there's a melody in the great while you're playing arpeggios with both hands on the positive, and you can only do that properly if you're thumbing down. You can't thumb up because it just doesn't really
It'd
work.
feel right.
Yeah, well, it's impossible. You can't play it legato, or anything, so you have to do it down. So it's okay on a two-manual instrument like today. Because with two manuals, there's only two manuals, so
I like-
you'll always be
yeah.
thumbing down.
On your scores, you wrote bone for the trombone. It's just shorthand for writing trombone.
Yeah, bone.
That was from yesterday. No, that was from Sunday. You played at Christchurch, right? It's got one reed on the pedal. It's only got one reed, doesn't it? The trombone.
Just trombone. It's a good one though. But yeah, I had to play it at Christchurch and Lawrence on the
No sequencer.
hill. Yeah, good old fashioned,
Just divisionals.
just a stop assisted, and divisionals. And it's a difficult organ too because you have to, the divisionals are all like mechanical, so you have to
It's like-
really like, yeah, and it makes like a sound. But I like it. It's like playing a real organ,
Is the swell pedal heavy?
It's
Christchurch.
really nice actually. It's not too heavy, not too weak.
Is Christchurch action heavier than St Matthew's Albury?
No.
No. Reckon he's
I think so.
heavy here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because the action at Christchurch, the action on those hill organs are heavy, but they're nice to play because you can kind of sink into the keys a bit more. But here, it's just like a button. Yeah. I mean, well, the worst ones at St Mary's, when the action at St Mary's is in the electric action console.
Yeah.
It's like the keys go so deep, and there's no like cushioning.
Yeah.
So it's just like it actually makes like a kind of clicky
Click.
clack sound when you play.
I noticed at St Matthew's the swell is kind of like, I don't feel like the key comes up fast enough.
Oh, really?
Yeah. For playing fast. Yeah, I don't know. I think on couple greats weird for me to play on as well. It's very deep. Very deep. And the pedals, the suspended action, you just think about touching it. It's like beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm used to that at the cathedral.
Yeah.
'Cause it's the same thing. At St Mary's, it's so easy to just like tap things because the acoustic makes everything legato. So like
You just tap
it's not very good for your technique because you can get away with just like
So like playing a
Tapping
legato
away.
scale or something.
Yeah.
You just go boop.
yeah, and it's bad because it's wrong. And so when you go to a real organ with a real pedal action,
If you go
you
to
struggle.
organs in churches with no acoustic.
Yeah.
You're on your final recital tour.
Yeah. It was my farewell to it, so to speak. I played at Christchurch and Lawrence the other day. Playing here today. And
You're going to St Mary's one.
yeah, well, my next one's at St Andrew's Cathedral on the 6th of June. And
What are you
St
playing?
Mary's the week after. I don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
Just focusing on today. Then St Mary's on the 19th of June.
Yeah.
And,
Play some Bedard.
I will not. No, I don't
St.
mind his
Mary's-
music. I just
You told me
nah.
that they sing the Missa Brevis at
Yeah.
St Mary's Cathedral.
That's a good piece.
Yeah.
No, I just don't. I don't know. I was
You need-
thinking
you
of
need to
playing
play-
some Longley or
You need to
something.
play stuff that you're going to use in your career.
Yeah, and it's good as well at St Mary's to play like Catholic music, like proper
Beto
kind of
was
French Catholic
He
music.
was Catholic. He
Yeah.
wasn't. He's still alive. I'm not saying he's dead. He's
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, I know Beto is Catholic, but I just like playing the actual French stuff, all based on chart and that kind of thing. So I was thinking of playing some Longley, like poems, evangeliques.
the only reason I learn a lot of better stuff lately is because that's the only reason how I got into Lithuania's their concert series. Send in a application, but to stand out, because everyone, I'm not going to be able to stand out against Europeans playing the typical,
Yeah.
Bach books to Huda programs. So I'll do a full program of
They're gonna hate that.
And yeah, that's like, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do that.
All right, well,
So that's how I got in.
you could have done like Australian organ music, like Kern and like
McKern.
Robin Abt. And
They're
those
too
compositions.
hard. Robin Ames stuff's hard.
You could play the Neminsky toccata, Simon's.
Neminsky's transcription of Rachmaninoff.
Yeah, well, that'd be hard. Because Simon's an Australian citizen now, so.
Is he?
Yeah.
Did you go to the ceremony?
Yeah. They've got passports and everything.
Is he
So you
dual
can play.
citizen now, or no? He gave up his other citizenship.
Yeah, it's still. I would assume it's still. He's recording in Tanunda.
Yeah.
And Barossa
There's
Valley.
no sequence to there.
No.
They get
It's the
upset
best
when I talk
organ in
about.
Australia, though. Like,
It's nice. Yeah, I do want to play that one. It's got a 32 on it.
Yeah.
A real one.
Well, it's a better. I mean, the town hall is like the best organ, but like, it's a nicer organ to play because it's a bit more like practical. The town hall is a lot of silly, random stuff.
I
The
wanna-
64-foot in the town hall is a joke because
It's
you can't
just-
hear it.
It's just a toy.
Yeah,
It's an effect. It's an effect.
it's an effect. It's cold.
I took you to Adamshurst, and the first thing you did was turn on the heater.
Yeah.
You're trying to.
I was sleeping last night and I woke up this morning. I thought, wow, it's still a bit cold in here. There was a window open. I pulled back the curtains.
You
and
didn't
the window
close
was
it?
open. No,
So you sleep-
someone had it open. Like,
Maybe
I
you were
didn't open it.
farting.
Maybe it was the toilet smell.
Oh, I just got another cat this morning.
Oh, yeah, true. What's its name again?
Its name's Pinky.
That's a
I've
terrible name.
always wanted a
You should
lap
call
cat.
it like Donut or something. Or
We
like,
haven't settled on name, but we got our first cat ran away and never came back. She probably died. And then we got another one, a tortoiseshell. Her name's Bonnie, to replace her.
yeah.
And then Lisa ended up getting another one, a Russian blue, called Boris, and that's like he's really gentle. And that's her cat,
Boris is a good name.
Boris. And yeah, none of the cats come to me. The tortoiseshell's too cranky. Boris just loves Lisa, so I
Yeah.
always wanted a lap cat. And for some reason, a couple of days ago, Lisa's like, "Oh, I found this cat for you, this rescue cat."
Yeah.
So I went over there
Yeah.
yesterday and this morning and cuddled it and
You're in love.
forked out the money for it.
You gonna bring it to the recital?
No, it's a kitten. It's only like 4 months old, or 6 months old, something like that.
No, that'll be pooing everywhere in your house.
I know. You have to introduce him to the other cats too. Introduce her.
Just gonna get eaten
Yeah.
alive.
That's like another litter tray. and
Yeah.
Another mouth to feed.
Yeah. And dogs, like, they tend to like you after a while if you're nice to them. But cats just.
Well, I just want a cat just sit on my desk while I'm doing my work. Or
You know, Simon, the organist at the cathedral has like, I don't know, 20 cats or something. And he always comes to work with like
Cat hair?
cat hairs on his suits and stuff.
I have a lint roller in my car. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so prepared. Can you tell our viewers how prepared I am all the time? Like
You're
over
more
the
prepared
years.
than me. Yeah, so James
Over the
knows
years.
James knows I'm coming.
Yeah.
And he knows I'm gonna forget things, so he's like, he comes with a bag of like chargers and stuff, which I did forget. Like, you know, buys me undies and socks.
One day you came without.
I
You
gave
forgot
him
to pack.
nothing.
You
Yeah.
forgot to pack
I just
everything.
forgot I was like going there, to be honest, and then so you
Like,
looked
I'm
up
here.
James had bought me like clothes and things to wear. I was like, what a legend. I was like, oh no, you bought me AirPods after I fell asleep on a bus the other
Yeah, I
night.
felt sorry
coming
for
over
you.
from
Like
dinner.
you need AirPods.
Thank you.
Like
I
you're
appreciate
like you got home late and you woke up at the last stop.
it. I was at a dinner, you know, some beverages may have been involved, and fell asleep on the bus. It was quite late. I had a big day. I played a recital and a mass and vespers as well. And then we went to like 3 restaurants for dinner,
Yeah.
and it
Not
was like
just one.
2 a.m. No, no.
And you're in a
It's like
three-piece suit
3.
in the bus.
I was in a 3-piece suit and a tie. I fell asleep. I was drooling all over myself. The bus driver came up to me. He's like, wake up. You know, it's the last stop. You gotta get off.
So you
And
live
I was in a
Man-
panic, and my earpod fell out. It was just in such a
So you live in Manly, you end up in Mona Vale.
Vale, just like half an hour past where I live. And so I had to get like a $30 Uber back home, which is like how much an Uber from the city home would have cost me anyway. So just
And then I
woke.
picked you up from the airport, and you like told me the story, and then you showed me the AirPods. Like there's one AirPod in there, one head.
Yeah.
It's such a sad
It's a
story.
casualty.
But that's not the only time it's happened. You've left AirPods on the plane
Yeah.
after
yeah.
buying them from duty
Yeah.
free.
Yeah, so I bought a pair of AirPods from duty free, and I was flying to London, so 2 legs on the trip. So I had to go to Singapore and then to London. We got off the plane. I got off at Singapore and realised I'd left my AirPods on the plane, so they didn't even make it past the first leg of the trip, which was just really sad.
And you left your other AirPods at the Australia Club.
Yeah, they're somewhere in the Australian.
They're somewhere
John
in the
Howard's
Australian.
probably got them.
He's probably
or something.
wearing them now.
Yeah, he's probably like, you know, in his
With his
boozy
eyebrows.
lunch. Yeah, Jeanette's probably some down there.
John
like,
Howard's
doing the-
eyebrows should be insured.
They should be in like a They should be framed when he dies. They should be like framed.
They'd be like relics.
Yeah.
Relic of John Howard.
Put them up. Well, he's Anglican though, so they don't do relics. Yeah.
We haven't spoken since last time you were here was around this time. We were in Adams
Yeah.
House. But you weren't at St Mary's yet. You've gone.
Oh, yeah.
You've gone full Roman.
I hadn't even applied for job. Well, I am. I've always been Catholic,
Yeah.
so just to be clear. But
Now
yeah,
you've gone full Roman.
but I didn't. Yeah, now I'm working.
Now you're working at the cathedral, the St Mary's Cathedral.
Get to play Vespers and Mass every day, and it's on most days, and I really enjoy it.
You've left St James to go to St Mary's.
Well, the Catholics actually turn up to church, so that the church is packed, you know, for Mass, and like especially on a Sunday.
See,
which
I've
is
always
nice.
experienced that. Like even St Pat's in Albury, it's always. I mean, we think that numbers are declining, but you look at Anglican churches and stuff. It's like, wow, they got like single digits turning up.
Yeah, especially in the country. But like the Anglican churches are, a lot of them are dying out, and it's because the issue is there's only, well, especially in Sydney, there's kind of the Anglican Church only really caters for one demographic, which is like the evangelicals, and they're all looking for like kind of young people like who are wanting to like do happy clappy stuff. And there are some Anglican churches in Sydney which do kind of proper church, but like they're just not advertised because the Sydney Anglican Church doesn't want people to know that exists. And so the only people who go to churches like St James and Christchurch and Lawrence are either old people or
Organists.
just organists, yeah. Musicians.
Or the
Like-
choir. The choir.
Yeah, because they're the only place which have proper music.
There's more people in the choir than there are in the pews.
Well, for an even song, yeah.
So,
Well,
is that like the biggest change you see every day now going to St Mary's? That there's people there all the time.
but I think also Catholics we were talking about this yesterday, you know, Catholics are obliged to live their faith more.
Yeah, you have to attend Mass on Sunday.
Yeah, it's like, and it's almost a weird concept when you think for the Anglicans going to church is not like actually obligatory.
Yeah, why do they go then?
Yeah.
Just something to do on a Sunday?
community and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But it's a good question because the Catholic Church, we believe that you need to go to church and it's part of your duty as a Catholic, which makes total sense. But I think Anglicans see that as a bit like, oh, well, you shouldn't be forced to go to church. But actually, if you believe in God, you should be.
Yeah.
Like that's what you believe in. So I always think it's a weird concept that the Anglicans there's no actual obligation to go, and Catholic organists will go. If they go on holidays, they'll go to church wherever they're on holidays.
And they complain about the music.
Yeah, and you do, but that's not really the point.
Yeah.
Like, so Daniel, the new director of music, the cathedral, and he had a Sunday off.
Yeah.
So he just decided to go, where he lives in Woolloomooloo, decided to go to the church down there, and they were playing all the music off like recording tapes and stuff.
Oh no.
And it's like you've got the director of music of the cathedral there, and it's like they're singing, "Here I Am, Lord."
Yeah.
Out of like
But
a
at
cassette.
least like the cathedral should set the standard for the diocese.
Yeah, well, I mean, definitely not in Sydney, but
Not in
like,
Sydney, country areas, country diocese.
yeah,
That's why I see like a lot of younger people in Latin Mass. I got nothing against Latin Mass, like nothing against
But you
it's
better
fine.
not. I love Latin
I don't have
Mass.
anything against it. I can understand why they go there. It's because they want to avoid. You can't have trashy stuff there. You can't have trashy music. There's only one type of thing you can have. I think it's more. It's a hard community in terms of people that go there. Like I feel like there's some animosity between Novus Ordo versus.
Well, the issue I think, one of the issues is also like people at the Latin Mass. If you're new to Latin Mass or something, it's your first time, and it's easy to be like to feel like you're being looked down on because like, oh, you don't know
when to
you don't
stand
know
up
the
or-
credo,
Yeah.
or like things like that.
Yeah. Oh, they don't even know that you don't say anything when you receive communion.
Yeah,
Novus Ordo, you say Amen.
yeah,
Latin Mass, you're not meant to respond.
yeah. That's why you take it on the tongue because you
Yeah, you
can't
can't.
respond. Yeah. Do you take communion on the tongue?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like 3 stages. There's like, okay, there's the hand, there's the tongue while standing up, and then there's the full
Oh, the full
kneel.
kneel. Yeah, yeah.
The full kneel.
Yeah,
So,
well, a lot of people do that at the cathedral.
the full kneel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just take it standing up. So.
Yeah.
It's not the point, is it? Like, and if you
No.
think that's so important, how you take communion is so important, then you're missing the point,
not
because the
going
point
to
is
change what it is.
the point is that you're taking communion.
Yeah.
I think it's like stupid, especially people I know, like some people, like they take communion with their hands or something, It's like,
Doesn't mean it's not the
what are
body
you
of Christ.
what are
It's
you
the same
talking
thing.
about, mate? Like it's all you're getting the same
The same thing.
spiritual blessing out. Yeah, well,
The 32. We always talk about 32. It is on its way. It's on the ship.
You've been talking about it since my first
June.
visit here.
June.
All right.
It's probably already in Sydney now. It was on a ship.
Who looks after that organ? Is it
Peter
Peter Jukes? Yeah.
Yeah, Rodney messaged me a couple of weeks ago saying it was on the ship. So.
Oh, all right.
And they've just done St James. They're 32.
Oh, yeah.
So they've.
Is it the
practiced for
same?
that.
So it must be the same one.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the same thing too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exciting.
So you didn't even get to see the promise. You saw the promised land at St James, but you never got to be with the promise. The promise.
No.
Burnt down.
Well, that's the thing. So it was meant to come in July 2022.
Yeah.
That was meant to be. It was meant to be finished.
Yeah.
And then. Oh no. Yeah. 2022. And then the factory burnt down. But they said initially it would only be a year's delay, so it was going to be 2023 July. And so we were all optimistic. And then they had a big meeting and told us that it's mid-July 2024. And like that was...
Yeah.
I mean, I could have stayed at St James, and they'd said I was welcome to stay until I depart for the UK.
Yeah.
But the opportunity
I
came
think
up
it's
at St Mary's.
better. I think it's good that you're getting different experience, different places as well.
Yeah, I definitely think it was the right decision. And there are a lot of things I miss about playing at St James, but St Mary's
Access
is a good challenge.
to the organ and
Yeah,
like no people walking around so much.
yeah, and also just the sometimes I miss the even song music and that kind of thing.
Even a song pub meal afterwards.
Yeah, but actually St Mary's has a higher. I mean, the high turnover of music at St Mary's is the challenge, and that's been really
Yeah.
good for my playing, I think.
And
You have to play like a voluntary every night,
yeah,
during the week and stuff. It's really good for you.
and it's a pretty good social atmosphere too there. I
Yeah.
suspect.
Yeah, all the lay clerks
Yeah.
have
That's why you get home
good
at
pub
3
life.
a.m. all the time and
Yeah.
up ready
Yeah.
to go 8 a.m. choir practice.
Oh, well, that's the things. Well, that's the Sunday nights usually like everyone kind of goes to the pub,
Yeah.
but then
Monday morning.
we've got to be in at 8 a.m. on a Monday morning. And it's just can be so
Yeah.
bad. And you'd be out at 1 o'clock, and be like, oh well, got to be teaching the boys in 7 hours.
7 hours.
Like, and you're still like having
You
beers.
just need like a hotel, a permanent hotel in the city.
Well, this is why in cathedrals in the UK they
You live
accommodate
there. Yeah.
the organists.
Why don't they accommodate them here?
Yeah, well, that's
It's
it
too
beats me. There's
hard.
an entire like monastery which is empty at the moment.
Yeah.
The cathedral. It's like, why don't they just put some beds in there and
Like-
let us live there?
You gotta take the
Like-
ferry.
Yeah, no, a bus and then a ferry, and then if I'm too lazy to walk from the ferry
you've-
to cathedral.
You've done the
train.
ferry thing for years though.
Yeah, because I went to school
Growing
in the
up, yeah.
city, so I'm used to it.
Did you do a lot of sleeping on the ferry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I wake up and the ferry's docked at Manly and it's empty. And I'm like, oh, everyone's already got off, so you have to run out. Otherwise, they take you back into the
Back-
city. Yeah.
So it's docked and you're still in there.
Yeah, sometimes. There's no one there to
You could
wake
go
you
back.
up. Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
When I dropped you off yesterday, I said I'm not coming in because I'll be stuck. So
Yeah.
I made the right decision, didn't I?
Yeah, because I was talking until about midnight.
I went straight to bed.
I would have gone straight to bed, but especially because it was like, talking about funding and stuff. You need to.
Yeah, we're gonna sign you up to a buy me a coffee page today.
Yeah, we
Today
gotta
or
do
tomorrow.
that.
Get
Yeah.
some time tomorrow.
Yeah, I'd really like to do that. But if anyone wants to,
Yeah, we're going to
donate.
follow your journey
Yeah,
overseas, studying at the RAM. Is it RAM?
RAM, yeah,
RAM.
Royal Academy. Yep,
RAM.
and it's a very expensive course. So if anyone still looking for funding, so
Yeah.
if anyone wants to
You
help
can
out,
send videos of
Yeah.
organ playing.
I'm happy to send videos. Happy to of organ playing, and or I'll play Happy
Behind the
Birthday
scenes
for you or
pictures.
something. Yeah. Happy to keep people updated on everything, but yeah, it's really important that I
Get funding.
get some funding because it's just very expensive to
It's not
study
cheap.
overseas.
It's not cheap there.
No, it's £28,500 a year.
You take your Australian dollar and you tear it in half, and there you go.
That's £1 is
Yeah,
$2.
$2.
now, pretty much. Yeah.
$2.
So it's really expensive. So yeah,
All right. Well,
we've got a recital
we
to
get a
play.
recital. We'll wrap it up, and we'll see you when we see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Should we
Sounds
shake
good.
hands and make
Yeah,
it
we'll
look
shake
like
hands. Just with the
make it look
thumbnail.
official?
This thumbnail. Make it look official.
Yeah, look official. Thanks for listening, everyone.
See you tomorrow.
Anon.
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 More anon.
Yeah.